talking about your big-titted aunt. Your big-titty aunt.
That is great. That's great that they're so out of touch. What about me being 99% great and 1% evil? Okay?
Put the mic in your face, you
I just don't get this part anymore. Remember from my childhood?
Yeah, because
The tennis shoes are causing trauma.
Yeah, I get that.
And anxiety. The anxiety comes from now owning 3 pairs that I don't want to get dirty because I'm afraid I'll never get another new pair in my life. Like something's going to collapse, and these are the last 3 new pairs I'll ever have.
It's like the economy collapses and no more tennis shoes for Carmen.
Sure. Or I don't have any Bitcoin to buy them, and I got in too late. I'm not in the blockchain groups.
Yeah.
I don't know what a Dogecoin is.
A Doja.
I'm in trouble somewhere.
Yeah.
And then what? All of a sudden, paper money's no good?
Yeah.
Is that what they're doing?
Probably.
They're going to collapse the paper money.
Yeah.
And they're going to say, you had a shot. You were one of the first people.
It's all going to be liquid.
Yeah, you were one of the first people.
All liquid money.
You had a shot to buy domain names when they first came out in 99, you idiot.
Yeah, I remember that.
You could have bought Coca-Cola.com.
That was the internet bubble.
Still exists.
Yeah, but not as big as it was in 99.
Well, if we would have snapped up all the freecomedy.com or bestcomedyshow.com, right? If we owned all those domains.
But that's what people did. What they did is they just targeted already made businesses.
Right. No. I know you can't do that, though, I don't think.
Not anymore. Well, in 99 they were doing that.
Yeah.
It was like they would go like Radio Shack and they would buy out Radio Shack.
But I think they got in trouble for that, right?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there was some type of copyright stuff with that. But look,
There was a bubble issue. Oh, probably. No.
There is, because what happens is, and that's not the ones I would have gone after. Hindsight now.
What was you going after?
Topdog.com, something like that. generic. Yeah, because any business could be Top Dog.
Okay.
Or littleman.com. Like I had an 800 number it was 1-800-FUNNY-BOY.
Did you really?
Yeah. And I bought that for like $3 a month when I first started doing comedy and offering people, here's how weird this is. You don't have to be funny. You just have to have a toll-free number. Wait a second. Did we call this guy for free? Right? Because back then you had to pay for long distance.
So people would call you on it?
And the 800 number.
What would you do?
I would talk to them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Do you still have it?
No, I got rid of it.
You sold it?
No, it's how stupid I was. I got rid of it because I used it for a lot of different things, right? It spelled out 1-800-FUN and then the letter E, boy. That could have been a lot of things. E-boys now today are people that vape.
Fun
E-boys.
Yeah.
Or funny boy.
Or like, isn't an E-boy like a...
I don't know if that's a sex thing.
Not a sex thing.
Well, guess
like
what? It turned into one.
Like a cosplay
Because
kinda?
now if you call it, it is a porno thing.
No, it's not a porno thing. It's like a... Yeah, like, I don't know.
No, now it is.
E-boy?
No, the number.
Oh, it's a
like if
porno
you call the number now,
Funny.
because a few
Yeah,
people,
fun boy.
right? People were calling me going, they thought I did that on purpose. Like I
Yeah.
redirected them to a number, yeah, for sex calls or whatever
That's
that is.
hilarious. Just effeminate men on the phone.
Why is it effeminate men? No, it's
fun
it's
boy.
chicks.
It's fun e-boy.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how it works.
You came up with the number.
Yeah, but it was for comedy. I've never
I
tested
still
it
don't
now.
understand how it was conceptualized in comedy. Like, what was the point?
What do you mean?
People would call you and you just start like running your material on them or something?
No, it's to book me. Like if you're a booker,
Oh, I see.
like call Carmen, book him now. Funny boy.
Funny boy.
Right? It's like a marketing thing.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And it was working, especially for corporate gigs.
Okay, yeah.
Because they had nothing to lose.
Right.
If you made if you dialed long distance back in the day, I'm pretty sure it was at least like 30 cents a minute or something like that. A 10-minute call was $3.
Yeah.
Like we never called anybody outside of our area code back in the day. Never.
Yeah, for sure. I remember
We had
that.
CB radios. I did, just to talk to truckers.
What?
And I wasn't even a trucker.
Why though? Well, like, I understand how that could be fun. Like,
Because of the movie Convoy.
I knew it had something to do with a fucking movie. I was gonna say like E.T. or some shit. Oh, that's good.
I only do things when I see it on a screen. And I go, okay, I'm gonna put a helmet on and try to hit that door full speed with my head.
What
And that was the movie
that?
Hooper with Burt Reynolds.
Okay.
He put a helmet on. He ran through a jukebox, right? He was drunk. And I thought, oh, okay, let's imitate that. And I almost broke my neck. I'm pretty sure it was between doing shrooms and something else that I thought, oh, I'm going to be Hooper tonight. And look, remember the peer pressure comedy thing we talked about?
Yeah.
Where you said it's bullying. It
Yeah.
wasn't peer pressure comedy. It was like I was doing it to appease people, and you said they were bullying
They're
me.
bullying you, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I have many stories. Is that bullying or is that me?
They were
They didn't force me to do
They
it.
were laughing at you, Carmen, yeah.
Right. But they let,
Okay, in my group of friends back in the day, we had a you won't pussy guy. You know what I mean? In other words, like, all you had to do was go
Trigger him.
jump off that roof, and you go, no, and you go, you won't pussy, and you go, oh yeah, and then you go jump off the roof.
yeah.
You were that guy.
But see, I was limited. Like I wasn't a good. What is it?
You won't
Pussy.
pussy.
I wasn't a good you won't pussy boy. I was like, oh, he's kind of half. He'll do it some like give him a low key task.
Yeah.
Like you won't jump in the moat.
Make him believe it. Yeah.
I mean, there's some things that I remember doing that were fairly dangerous. Like I didn't jump. I kind of like was sitting on the edge of a John boat. We were in the Mississippi River, and I had just came from Cleveland, so I had no idea what John boats were, or outboard motors, or even Mississippi rivers and muck. None of that. And I just kind of fell off the back of the boat, like I was just jacking around. And my buddy just swerved the thing as fast as he could because the prop almost hit me in the fucking head.
Oh yeah.
And he was so pissed.
The prop, like the motor.
The motor.
Yeah.
Right? And I thought, I was being funny because
Yeah. But you almost got.
I'm the guy that, I'm the new guy in town.
Yeah.
Right? So let's have a story.
Yeah.
Yeah. I almost killed myself. Trying to entertain people is dangerous in any fashion.
That's the fun part, though, is like when you first start trying to entertain people, it's usually pretty physical. Like, I remember as a kid, like I could make a whole room laugh if I hurt myself a little bit.
Right.
You know? Not like a lot, a little bit. You know, you get a whole room to laugh at.
Like what kind of pain?
Like falling a lot. I fell a lot as a
Pratfalls?
kind of like on purpose. You know.
That's a pratfall.
One time I was at this party, and I walked in and I like sat on this like book. It was like a stack of books, and then like I actually knocked the books over. Then everybody started laughing because I thought I was drunk. But I wasn't drunk at all. I had actually just opened up.
It was an accident?
Total accident. But they thought I was drunk.
Right.
But I got so many laughs that next thing you know, I'm drunk, and I just pretended to be drunk like the whole time.
You carried books around.
No, I didn't carry books around, but I kept pretending to be drunk, and people thought I was wasted. And
The
they were all
pretending of the
laughing at me.
drunk was
Yeah, well, I'm a whore for laughs. So like as soon as I got that laugh, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna keep doing this.
Right.
And next thing you know,
it's played
drunk,
out.
like-
Then it becomes played out.
Yeah.
Then they're like, when you
they didn't get played out. They thought it was hilarious the whole time.
the whole time.
The whole time.
Did you use it somewhere else?
No. That felt
Like the
weird.
next party-
It felt weird to pretend you were drunk at a party when everybody else was actually drunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if it's getting laughs and it works,
Yeah,
that's
but-
your go-to move. That's your closer.
Yeah, it's just
Right before you leave the party,
drunk Mike. Yeah.
the guy haven't got no laughs.
Yeah. How much do I have to commit to this though? Like, do I have to like run into a pole with my car? Like, just like, oh, man, he really is drunk. Like, look at him.
Foster Brooks, you remember him?
No.
He was the drunk comic. There's an actual guy that used to do all the Dean Martin roasts.
Okay.
Funny as fuck.
Was he actually drunk?
No, but he looked
That kind of annoys me.
drunk as hell. You would love this guy,
Really? Okay.
and you'd probably want to imitate him.
Really? He was so good.
If you could pull a modern day Foster Brooks off today, we don't have that kind of comedy no more.
Well, it's kind of like
We need someone like you to step forward
just be drunk.
and just be the pratfall
That's kind
drunk.
of funny because I don't drink anymore.
It's even better.
That's even better.
There's a backstory.
There's an origin story.
Right. How this all came about. We already have I have a bunch of origin stories
Yeah, like what?
that I can never talk about until I become famous. Because
Okay.
then they'll be like, oh, we heard that on podcast 53. So I can't bring them up.
You already talked about the hole in your basement and shit and like weird stuff like that.
That is not the origin of how he became the construction comic or the
Oh.
origin of how he decided to go and do the construction
Why are you
comedies.
talking about it like it's not you?
Right. That's what it's going to be like. It's whoever
It's you though.
asking me,
Okay.
right? It's some, and it used to be like I've already kind of lost because it used to be Carson and then Leno and then Letterman, who I thought was going to ask me these questions.
Okay.
And I wasn't available for those guys because they didn't ask me. Like I've never even gotten close to being asked about the origin stories.
You're so in it for the origin story. I just realized what your goal is.
The whole point is the backstory, man.
Just to have a backstory. You want a documentary.
And I want to be surprised when Conan goes, and when I say to Conan, I go, you never fucking heard this?
Yeah. Like,
It's the story, Conan.
who are you? Yeah.
That's all I got is Conan now.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going on Kimmel.
Nah.
Maybe Fallon's too. He's not.
I feel like.
He and him aren't going to vibe.
No, I feel like Fallon, you're going to want to punch Fallon in the face.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe like a Burt Kreischer.
You like Burt Kreischer?
Someone look goofy. Someone who's a little unkempt.
Yeah.
You know, someone who's, you know, not too stiff, not too fancy pants, not a
stiff.
old Hyde Park Village kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Old Hyde Park.
I like.
You really don't like that place.
Fuck that place, man. I don't want to drive through these perfect places. They're not real, dude.
Yeah.
It scares me. It is completely like the villages, which people don't know about.
homogenized or-
People don't know about, so we can't talk about it.
Yeah.
It's a Disney set. When you walk through Disneyland, they have the fake rocks.
Yeah.
That always bothered me.
Yeah. It's all synthetic.
I don't like that kind of stuff. I like real staircases that were put in.
Fucking God. Are you serious?
And yes,
back to
a
these
back alley,
goddamn staircases.
right? Where people don't see the beauty.
It's a fucking staircase.
It's more,
It's not.
and it's a quiet place.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. I've been in like really nice houses, and I look at a staircase, and I don't think like this is the nicest staircase I've ever seen.
We're not talking about residential. This is commercial staircase
Oh,
only. Okay,
My bad.
go to St. Armand's.
Yeah.
Go to old places.
You know? Do you have like a staircase spot?
Yes, and here's the greatest thing about it: they're hiding places. Now that I think about this, right? Because no one uses the stairs. Either they're too old or lazy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I did a staircase. It's like a trip for me.
Yeah.
Like I went to New York and I did a staircase in the Roger Smith Hotel.
You did a staircase? What does that mean?
It's like climbing a mountain. Yeah, you say I did Everest.
Donnie just sighed so hard.
Yeah, I
Do you plant a flag at the top? Carmen?
right. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like not everyone can do the staircase in somebody's buildings.
He said, I did the stairs.
Right, I did them. Can I tell you something?
Like it's an accomplishment of some type.
Well, these buildings are not 1, 2, 3 floors.
Yeah, they're
You're talking about somebody's
20.
building. My room was on. It was actually 911 was the room number, which was
Are you
kind of
serious?
freaky. Yeah, it's kind of freaky. 911,
was it on the 13th floor?
Ninth
That's
floor.
Hilarious. Huh?
right?
Yeah.
So no one was taking the stairs. I don't like old elevators. I'd rather have old stairs in my life.
Okay.
Old elevators don't work well, and they're small, tiny spaces.
Yeah.
Not comfortable.
No. But I
And-
thought you like small spaces.
Not with a bunch of other smelly people.
Okay.
You know, if it's just me,
Yeah.
I don't even like that.
Yeah.
But I prefer, the quietness, the exercise. I'll say it's exercise too. But when you see me carry like 2 50-pound suitcases up 9 flights of steps and a portion was circular, it must be some type of anxiety issue with the elevator.
Yeah.
It's really not about the staircase.
You're not.
There
you're not
must have been.
exercising.
Well, I'm going to take the steps. I want the exercise.
No, you have fear.
Now,
Fear is in your heart.
I had a little bit of fear in Italy.
Yeah.
I was in a hotel with a tiny, I'm talking 2-person elevator.
Ugh.
Yeah. And I mean, it's like a half door, just open. And I'm like, is that it?
Yeah.
Like you have to get in there sideways to get into the elevator.
Really?
So it was like a tube.
Yeah. Wow.
So I went in that. To just beat my fear. I didn't even need to go in it. Everyone's like, we're taking the steps. I'm like, I'm going to do this now. This is This is exactly fight or flight right here. If my amygdala freaks out inside here, if I have a brain seizure.
Amygdala?
Right, because the amygdala is the controller of fight or flight.
Yeah.
So sometimes I will combat
Yeah.
my anxiety by taking on something scary.
Okay.
Like I randomly saw a snake yesterday, 2 days ago. And I thought about picking it up.
Yeah.
For no reason.
So what happened with these stairs, though? Or what happened with Italy?
Did
you take it
was
once?
easy. Actually, it was like no big deal.
You just said it was freaky.
To get in. Then once I was in,
Yeah.
it had mirrors in there, so it made it look bigger. All I could see, there was me on both sides. I was like, there's like 6 Carmens in here.
I'm safe.
And I was going to eat breakfast, which helped.
Yeah.
There was now, if it would have got stuck, like I've never been stuck. If you're stuck in an elevator,
Somebody got stuck in an elevator downtown for like overnight.
fuck. See,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you'll adapt to that, right? If you're in that cage, will
Yeah,
you?
how quickly before you lose your shit? For real? Like, I would give you like 4 hours before you're like,
4 hours?
how many days has it been?
Oh no, I'd be looking. Here's what I do: all the TV shows I've ever watched would come back into my brain.
You don't climb through the fucking
I would
roof.
be trying to. Yes,
There's no roof access. Have you looked at any elevators before?
Yeah.
None of them have roof access.
there's got to be a secret panel.
You want to know why? Did you say secret panel? You want to know why? Because those fucking movies. That's why. Because people got obsessed with the idea of like getting on top of an elevator.
Yeah.
So they stopped making roofs to the elevator.
Well, it's not very safe then. For me to take elevators, unless I can get out somehow.
Yeah, but you can't get out. Like, that's the whole point.
When those doors shut, most people don't realize it either.
Yeah.
That's it. Guess what? When you hear those doors close,
Yeah.
that should trigger a panic attack.
Haunting.
It should trigger a panic attack immediately.
You ever like been on a flight and it's like you get like the first time flyer
Yeah.
and they go and take off and they're like, ooh.
I am so cool.
You ever been on some like a first time elevator? Like that'd be
No,
interesting.
never seen that.
Yeah.
But a first-time flyer makes me feel better that he's. Let's backtrack. Yesterday we talked about what makes you feel good, and sometimes seeing something bad makes you feel good.
Yeah.
I thought about that today. That's not really what we want, right? To make us feel good.
No, yeah.
We don't want to compare ourselves to make ourselves feel better.
No, it's
right. It's not a good thing.
Because it's not a real feeling.
No, but when you have a first-time flyer and you're freaked out about getting on the plane and you see him freaking out, even worse, you're like, "Well, I'm not that bad."
Yeah.
If that person's really losing their shit
Yeah.
and you can help, kind of like the pandemic in some ways.
I don't even. Okay, so that's funny because when I see the first time flyer, they're almost never like totally freaked out as much as they're just like so annoyingly naive and like cheerful. Like they clap when they land and shit.
Okay.
And you're like, shut
They've
up.
accomplished something.
Shut up.
Right.
Yeah, you're like, no clapping.
I think it's hard to notice these things until, and I said the pandemic for some reason, it was about the mask wearing, right? So now that we don't have to wear masks, like we're in this joyful thing, everyone's all excited.
Yeah.
We don't have to wear masks anymore.
Yeah, no more masks.
Okay, we're just going back to where we were. We haven't accomplished anything.
That's a good point.
Right? We haven't accomplished shit.
Yeah, we're like, we made
Yay!
it. We're like, no, we're back to status quo.
Right, we're back to fucking
We're not even there
zero.
yet.
We're not even close
We're
yet.
not even back to status quo yet.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's a lot of excitement. I'm going, oh, okay, but now your other problems will rear its ugly head.
Yeah.
And I guess this is true with depression, right? Because a lot of people, like during depression,
Yeah.
if everyone can't do shit, like during the pandemic, then you feel okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's not just me, right? And then all of a sudden shit starts coming back and everyone starts getting excited and doing things and you're not doing jack shit again.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I gotta go back to depression.
That's how I felt about the people who were like super in the bubble of the sphere of like, we're all gonna die, and how dare you leave your building? You got to stay inside oh my God, you're gonna kill your grandma. And those people, as soon as like Florida opened up and people started walking around, those people still stayed inside.
Yeah, they're
and
out there
saw
still.
their health and mental state just decline within
worse.
like a week. They completely were out of their minds, and I was like,
But now we know who they are because they're still wearing a mask.
Yeah, good point.
So
They're
now
a little bit miserable.
So now we can discriminate.
Yeah, and they look at you like,
We go, oh.
we can discriminate against them.
Yeah. Oh, we know who you are. Because I thought they were doing it for fun.
Yeah.
Or fashion.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, maybe it's like an extra pocket. You know how women put their phone in their bra?
Yeah.
You could put shit in a mask.
No. Like they have Tic Tacs.
Yeah, they have like,
you know?
It's an extra storage thing.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, so you really do have some fear about taking this fucking thing off. You're really worried.
I mean, I understand. Like, people do get in a bubble. Like there's like what do you call it? Confirmation bias. There's a bunch of things happening. All these different factors that let people like stay in this weird bubble where like you're completely wrong, I'm completely right.
Right.
And like they're not hearing any other news or any other contradictory evidence. You know, it's just preaching to the choir for them. You know.
They're spinning.
And they walk around and they think you're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're spinning, but there's so many of them.
It's not just the left either. It's definitely on the right too. It's the people that like the anti-maskers. Some of those people were a little ridiculous. Do you remember being like in a Chili's and the guy's like, "I'm not wearing my mask," and you're like, nobody
even
told
asked you
to wear a mask. He's like, "I'm just saying," you know what I mean? It's like that scene in the Big Lebowski where he's like, "Pry restraint," and he's like losing his mind in the cafe. You know what I mean?
We have those people in general who want to announce everything.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is when someone is done with me on Facebook and they make that big announcement. You used to be a great comic and you fucking said
You
this.
have that?
Yeah, and that's
No
it.
way.
We'll never see you again.
All right.
Boom, they're gone.
Yeah.
I'm like, because I like Chili's? I said, one good thing about Chili's? Yeah. You know, whatever set them off is ridiculous. Like, I just always believe in percentages. Like, if you're pretty good, I'll give you, like, I'd say, like, if you know somebody and you like them, like, about 95%, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But you could go all the way down to 61% with me, and I'm still close to you.
Do you think it's because people are looking too much into comics? Like, they're giving comics too much power because they're looking too much out of them? Like, they expect too much out of them. Their expectations for comics are too high. You know what I mean?
Now, but what happened when there was nothing going on? We're idiots?
Yeah, I like being just an idiot.
Now they think we're geniuses?
Now they think we're like, they think that we can influence all these different people and that like we're responsible for all these different, like they've put
like your
so
voice
much
is
pressure.
so much stronger.
Yeah, they've given us so much like, what would you even call that? Like
credibility.
Credibility, yeah. That like we don't deserve nor do we want. You know?
I think that is not correct for comics because comics credibility is in the funny. But it's not in the information.
But if
none of this podcast has any valuable information.
That's why I like it.
Right.
Yeah,
that's why it's so fucking credible. And then you come to me and you want real information?
Yeah.
No. I'm not interested in real information. Why do you think I got into comedy?
Yeah, we're interested in being silly and being. That's my point. Whenever you see a guy who's like, you ever like watch like you scan an audience, right? And you're like, you see people like laughing and shit, and people are like, and sometimes they'll even get somebody that's like not paying attention. But you ever get the one where he's just like, like where he's wide-eyed nodding at you, and you're like, you're agreeing with me, and you shouldn't be. Like you shouldn't be like being educated from my set.
You can't. And the problem is too with that is I can never, like, if I do something like that, if someone like likes me for something like that, I can't keep that going.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fear. It's not even that I got you on my side for the moment. I go, you really don't know.
I'm going to lose you right here. Yeah.
You don't understand.
Yeah.
If you think there's anything past this set,
yeah.
You're going to be so disappointed that I can't even talk to you after the show now.
That's the point.
Even after the show, like someone wants you to carry on your character or your bit.
Oh, I hate that.
Like people come up to me, "Oh, I'm Italian too from," I go,
that's cool.
Okay, well, I'm going to go home. I don't drink, and I'm not going to the strip bar.
Yeah.
I was doing it on stage for fun.
Right.
And I'm not 24 now anymore. And it's kind of like they want you to be that guy.
Right.
And really, comedy for me has always been, Donnie said something yesterday that.
Yeah, he said, I hate you both. He said, I despise.
It was worse.
Not in so many words.
No, it was worse than that. Him being nice to us was playing a role. That scared the fuck out of me. I'm like, oh my God, what kind of fucking psychopath do we have as a producer that he has to get his acting chops on before he gets over here? Now I'm like,
He said something worse.
like, okay, I'm afraid now. If he slips out of his role, what other roles is he playing? And the only reason I can relate to him is because of comedy, right?
Yeah, right.
You know, in comedy, the same thing.
Yeah.
We play a role.
Yeah.
And some people want you to be authentic in comedy. And I'm like, come on, man.
Well, I get that. I get like,
But authentically in
You.
the role that I know how to
Yeah.
play. I mean, I can't.
yeah, but you are you on stage.
I know, but I can't do like 100% me.
Yeah, but the difference being is like you're not gonna be running bits when you're off stage. That's what people don't get.
Right.
Like that.
But
is
on stage,
you.
they want me to be.
You are you though. Like,
They gotta got confirmation.
I'm serious. Like when you go on stage and you're doing your material, especially like when you were gearing up for that special, I was like, oh, like you're doing bits that we did on the podcast. Like you're
Right.
doing like actual stream of consciousness, but you're writing it in bit form.
Yeah.
But like, I don't expect you to get off stage and be like, you know, another thing about white dogs. You
Right.
know, like no, but I'll be talking to you normally, and next thing you know, you're like, you have me howling laughing because you're like talking about how uncomfortable fire hydrants are or some shit. You know what I mean? That's you though. That is you. You're neurotic.
Yes, and I don't, but I don't like the idea that people will hold you to, because other comics I enjoy when they're not authentic.
Right, like a character.
Yeah, like, you know, I mean, I don't see a lot of it today, but like Bob Nelson used to do the punch drunk guy, and Foster Brooks used to do the actual drunk guy. What happened to
Larry the Cable Guy?
Yeah, I like the characters too.
Yeah, but they're, I don't know, like they're.
Why can't we
they're a little bit
still have that?
lost.
Why can't we have? And that's kind of almost like going to a play, right? Like going to
Bo
a.
Burnham's still like that. Bo Burnham's basically a character. He's not really like that.
No.
Yeah, he's eccentric and stuff like that, but he's not like. He's definitely playing like a character while he's doing his music and shit like that.
But this authenticity stuff doesn't always work well.
No, because sometimes you find out you're an asshole.
Right. If you're not that great of a person,
Yeah, you want to be
and
authentic.
you kind of have to get through the day, you know, even like with people,
Right.
you know, go to the grocery store and you're not in the greatest mood, but you know you're not going to
yeah.
upset everybody. You got to pretend as if
Yeah, you're in a good mood.
everything's okay, and then that gets you into trouble because the reason you're pissed off is because you and your wife got in a fight and she's watching you be sweet to the cashier, or you know, and she goes, "Oh, what the fuck was that about?" I thought.
Oh, you're nice to her, huh?
Although, see, I'm not being authentic because she doesn't do that.
Damn.
See that?
She doesn't even do that?
She doesn't do it. She doesn't do it like that.
What does she do?
The worst I've heard her say is if we're like in a fight and the phone will ring or something.
Yeah.
And I have to pick up the phone and it's like somebody who I gotta,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
because I got a gig or something. And I'm,
Yeah.
oh, so you were nice to him? Or I'm like, well, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Burn everything down? Because
Yeah.
that's the only time I think that's ever come across. But it doesn't happen as much anymore.
Right.
Because now I'm kind of a dick to everybody, no matter what. If I feel like I'm a dick, if I feel like I'm not, like I really think
Yeah.
that is the way I can only play it. Because if I'm too like,
Yeah.
if I'm beyond me,
Yeah.
even in a phone conversation, the next time I talk to this guy, or if we actually meet, it's not going to pan out in the long run. You got to know who I am.
Yeah.
You know, you got to know the way I am. If you don't really like me, it's okay. I just need to know. I just need to know. Because even my own mother, I've been trying to, for 10 years, I call her once a year now. I go,
you like me, Mama?
I go, you just fucking tell me what it is. Is it this tone of voice that I'm taking with you? Is it the prodding? Like, I don't even know if there's something anymore.
Yeah. That's funny. I get that. I get I get like you need to know like if somebody, because I don't like that either. I don't like when like you find out somebody doesn't like you, like from like another person. You're like, why the fuck don't they just tell me that?
Or
to
they
my
bring it up
face?
in an argument.
Yeah.
Like I had a friend that said to me after he was kind of a dick. You know, I mean, look, this is the kind of guys that I hung out with back in the day, right? These Italian guys, and they were fun,
Yeah.
but I knew I was limited. Stay in Cleveland, become one of these guys.
Yeah.
Right? There's very few that broke away.
Yeah.
And the kid said to me after he pushed the girl up against the pinball machine, And
Jeez.
I grabbed him, and her girlfriend was Kelly. That's how I met Kelly. It's an origin story.
No, I thought you said no origin stories.
I wanted to save this one.
Yeah, nope, we're going for it.
I wanted to save this one. This is a big one.
No, you're halfway in.
Right?
Yeah.
So we didn't actually fight. I kind of got him off of her.
Yeah.
I grabbed both of the girls. We walked to the back of the bar, and somehow he got around the building, and he was waiting for me, and he kicked me, and then we fought for a little bit. And it wasn't, I mean, he was stupid drunk, so nothing really got crazy.
Yeah.
I got him into my car.
What?
Because I had to take him home.
Why did you have to take him home?
Because he's a friend. He's my friend.
Oh, okay.
Right? And then he says to me, I was never your friend. And I seriously, I'm like, what? Wait a second, right? Because because here's the thing, like we said, the whole time you've been acting as if, because he goes, I've never been your friend. The only reason I'm your friend is because me and you are friends with my cousin.
Damn.
So he was like a peripheral friend.
Damn, that hurt.
It was shocking in a way. It was shocking. I'm not going to say hurt.
It hurt.
It wasn't pain.
It was pain.
It wasn't sadness. I didn't think about it for weeks.
You thought about it for months.
I'm not still talking about it. It's not like I'm still talking about it.
You're still feeling the heat from this guy.
Well, it was a lesson.
Did you remain friends with him?
When I see him now, I mean, we're okay, but we've never recovered from it. No. It's not because I'm holding a grudge.
It totally sounds like you're holding a grudge.
No.
We never, you used the word, I don't think I've ever heard you say this before. We never recovered from it. That's
well,
oddly specific.
There was a series of those guys that all let me down in about the same year. Because it's like they whispered in each other's ear. Like the first, right. So make sure this is the night where you fuck it up with him.
I'm breaking up with
We're
Carmen
dumping him
this week. You break up with him next week.
Right. Don't make it look like we all had this planned. It just seemed like they all did it within weeks of each other.
Jesus.
And then I ended up by myself alone in an apartment with a mattress on the floor. Right.
I understand why people don't like me on this podcast because I'm laughing at your fucking pain.
It was painful at the time, but it was all learning
Yeah.
to survive, right? But I didn't know how I ended up. Like, it was bizarre where I was like in this apartment by myself.
Yeah.
No money. I owed the IRS. No friends. Like, everything went away at once.
Jesus Christ.
It was like I was in a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, it all just came crashing
It just all
down.
collapsed.
Yeah.
And then no one gave a fuck. And for like 6 months, I had to recoup.
Yeah.
Right. And, and eventually, I mean, Kelly stayed. The greatest thing about it was through all that, Kelly came. Kelly was still there.
Right.
I started seeing her, and things were, after that,
Dope.
completely different.
Worth it.
And they tried to get me back in, by the way, after I met Kelly. They tried to drag me back in.
How they do that?
By calling and leaving voicemails.
Did you like play them? Was it a really dramatized
I'm not saying I
scene?
still have those little cassettes.
Yeah. Heartbreakers, Volume 1.
It's not like I'm not gonna replay it
Yeah.
in front of them. Oh, you remember this? Huh? You remember this shit?
In reality,
Yeah.
do you still have those?
No, I don't
Damn
have
it. Because we could have played those. That would have been great.
No,
On the pod, we could have played them. We could
I do have the diary that I wrote. No, I have nothing except the memory of.
Do you have a diary?
No. I have no real evidence that this ever happened. Except for the mental and the trauma and the scars.
The scars.
And Kelly. Kelly can tell you. She was there that night.
All right,
I do have an eyewitness
So, yeah.
to the event.
Every time you see a pinball machine, do you get triggered?
No, because I have one in the house.
Do you really?
Maybe I bought it for that reason.
Do you reenact it with Kelly?
Can I push her against the machine? You remember this night?
You remember this night?
Huh? That's how we met.
This is how we met.
Then I leave a bad call on his machine, and I call the guy. I go, "You motherfucker!
Yeah.
Guess what? You're not with that girl no more, but I'm still with Kelly."
Yeah. You should have been like, I was never your friend. Okay. All right, let's read these comments. We got.
Are you want to read?
Yeah, we'll wrap
Okay.
up the podcast. we got some comments on our videos, and we thought we'd read them for you guys. Carmen will read them.
This is against you.
Wait. All the comments are against me? Jesus.
I told you. You sure you want to do this?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Because these are,
I
not
want
sure.
to hear all of these.
I don't know where this goes. This is kind of like, I feel like this is a mistake. Like, there's a lapse of judgment where you're kind of drunk.
Yeah.
And you say, hey, let's
do this. This could be the thing that ends the podcast.
Oh, boy.
I'm excited for this.
Some of these are not bad. This is about the love language that we did. We did a podcast. Mike was trying to explain to me what love language was. Mm-hmm. And, I kind of got the gist of it.
No, you didn't. You didn't even get close.
I was familiar.
You got angry, actually. You got genuinely upset.
Well, you said it was the hate language.
No,
there was some type of hate language. But
you have hate language, yeah.
This woman's responding and saying Carmen ain't right.
Yeah.
But in a good way. He would have blended in with my family's parties over the years at their slaughterhouses.
What?
Don't panic, folks. We ate what we raised and killed. Okay, so
why does there always have to be? It's got to be like some kind of statement followed by.
So this guy says that soulless ginger is gay. Why would he ask that? What the fuck?
Did he really say that?
Yeah, that's a real comment.
That's a real comment.
They felt like you were attacking me, and somehow I agreed to it, though. See, they don't understand. I agreed to all this.
Wait.
I'm the one that came up with this.
It doesn't say that at all.
What are you talking about?
Where does it say that, you asshole?
Did you delete it? Give it to me. It says it.
It does not say that. Oh, it does. Yeah, okay, my bad.
That'd be funny if I made it up.
Why would he ask that? Damn, dude. Ryan Wells, bro.
Yeah.
Come suck my dick. All right, let's keep moving on.
No, hey, whoa. This is not... Is that the way you express love?
Yeah, that's my love language to Ryan Wells.
As long as it's love
I'll show him how gay I am. I'll show this dude how gay he wants me to be. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there any other ones that are bad?
Yeah.
YouTube had some ones too. I don't remember where they're all located, but I deleted the worst
fuck
ones.
He's old school. Get over trying to change how he shows his appreciation.
Right.
These people fucking are real mad at us. Do they not know this is like a comedy podcast?
I don't know.
Weird, yep, but funny. And then a bunch of like heart emojis.
Right. So this is why we should do a live podcast, so people could come in.
No, fuck these people. Some Mike Darrow.
Yeah.
He goes, he explaining all wrong. I love this guy's grammar. I didn't even make it true, but your love language is how you accept and communicate your love. Some might do it by...
He's using
I'm reading it
because he's probably using Alexa.
Some might do.
He's probably quoting it to the computer.
No, he's not.
Right?
He's an idiot. Some might do it by buying shit. Some do it with
Donnie, I didn't think we were going
emotions.
This far.
Some with affection.
I'm gonna have to cut this out.
Hold on, no, we're not. And there's so many different variations, and some are better matches for others. Thank you, Mike Darrow.
Why does it feel
you
so
moron? Huh?
It feels so like he's got my phone in his hand.
You can do anything.
It feels like he just
power
grabbed it from me. Yeah. It's like, I want to know what these fucking people are saying about me.
Funnier yet, we have Carmen.
If you're gonna read comments, you have to read comments. It's a podcast.
I was reading.
You can't just read them to yourself and get mad. This is an actual show we're on.
I was reading.
Hey, this is what I'm saying. This is going wrong. This whole segment. This is our first time, folks, that we've ever done something like this.
Ryan Wells.
How many times are you gonna call it the same guy?
I'm gonna call him the same because he called me gay. What the fuck?
I thought you were not affected by this.
I am super.
Give it to me.
Unaffected by this.
Give it
Ryan
to me.
Wells, I'll give you my address. We'll meet up.
Oh,
we'll meet up,
my
Ryan Wells.
God. I don't believe
For dinner.
it. Because the man said some small comment about you.
I guess like two men can't talk about love language without it being like super gay.
Well,
you're agreeing with this motherfucker. I swear to God.
Let me just see the other comments. If I can pull these up
I totally thought he was making that comment up.
I know, you're like accused me.
Verbatim. It is 100% written like that.
You accused me of something that did not happen. Let me see. Okay. Here's one.
All right.
Did I hear Carmen say he likes the kissy emojis? Okay, I got you. Now, I never said that, right? Remember I said I hated those fucking emojis? See, this is now they're going to fuck with me. And he sent me a kissy emoji.
Yeah.
That motherfucker. Right.
All right. We got some weird people. Who follows you? Who is watching these?
This comes from Coleman Correctional Facility is one of the hottest places.
You know how like they say don't read the comments? New segment. We're reading the fucking comments.
We're
reading the comments and we're getting triggered. We are gonna be triggered.
Yeah, well, next time we got to set it up because it took too long to find the comments.
Every Thursday.
And Mike was reading them to himself.
That was an interesting choice, Mike.
I was screening them.
Live.
We're not live.
Semi-live.
It's not even semi-live.
I mean, we're on something.
We're on the air.
Here's the thing. Yeah. I know you guys, when you take these podcasts, you're not editing nothing. I'm pretty sure that's going to stay in there. You're mumbling to yourself.
Yeah.
And yesterday's trying to kill the bug. I found the dead bug over here.
Yeah, I saw it in the fucking toilet.
Yeah. Because I didn't want to waste water.
All right, we're done here. You lost me. We're done.
Why? I'm going to flush a toilet just for a bug? I'll wait till there's something else in there. Why would you waste water on one little bug?
I mean, I flushed it.
What? I've been saving that water.
I went to the bathroom.
So you used it.
Yeah.
Twice. Bye. Goodbye.